Hello, this is Lucky. Meet the Vegans. Good morning. I had somebody today mention, hey, I need a recipe to know how to make one of those smoothies you posted on Facebook. So I decided to take a minute. I was going to make a smoothie today anyway, take with me. And I didn't have any fruit this morning, so I went to breakfast at the diner with my buddies, and I decided to stop the shop on the way home and pick up a couple things. So I'm going to show you what I picked up here and how to make a smoothie real fast. Number one, if you are stopping at Dunkin' Donut and you're eating donuts and you're eating coffees this tall full of 34 teaspoons of sugar, and you're smoking a cigarette on the way to work, and you're skipping breakfast and going to McDonald's for lunch, all this type of crap, and then you decide to change your diet and lifestyle a little bit, start off with a smoothie, you don't have to go right straight to total organic. You don't have to worry about whether your bananas are organic or not. You don't have to worry about whether your fruits are organic or not, because anything you do from that lifestyle to the new lifestyle is going to be 1,000 times better than having an inorganic fruit smoothie. So I have both. I've been doing this a long time. So when I buy, like my wife's grocery store, these are strawberries. These are already frozen. These are super easy. You throw them in the freezer. When you add them to your blender, they're already frozen. It's very easy. Of course, you could go out and get all your bulk quantity items and then package them or freeze them, any way you want to do it. This is the easy way. This is the way that makes it so that I can do it every day in my busy schedule and I can still get it all done fast. So this is strawberries, organic strawberries. Organic blueberries. Blueberries are definitely something you would want to buy organic, so you get to the point of doing it every day, because there are a lot of chemicals used for making blueberries. This is a bag of tropical frozen fruit. So tropical frozen fruit, if you use coconut-based milks, what I have today is a cheap brand of almond milk from the Wise Market, just almond milk. If you use coconut milk in a tropical smoothie, your smoothie in the morning on your drive to work will be like being on a vacation. You pretty much want to put an umbrella in the top of it. It's so tropically flavored. Another thing is that if you get canned coconut milk, this isn't the kind I normally buy, but obviously you can get complicated and worry about whether your can is BPA lined and all that other stuff. But the point is, if you're going from the Dunkin' Donut line to having a smoothie in the morning, anything you do is better than you were doing, and a lot cheaper, because you can have a smoothie for a lot cheaper than you could buy a $2.50 medium coffee from Dunkin' Donut. I think that's ridiculous. So anyway, I could use canned coconut milk and make my smoothie, but I'm not going to do that today. Number one, it adds on to the cost of what you're doing, because a can of this is like $1.50 to $1.80 a can. And one of these, you can get a lot of smoothies for a whole lot cheaper. So if I was going to make ice cream, I would use a can of coconut milk, and I would add the cream off the top of the can of coconut milk to my frozen bananas and blend that, and it will turn into ice cream. It'll be too thick to drink through a straw. You eat with a spoon. But what we're going to do is we're going to use a thin can of coconut milk, or we're going to use a can of regular milk, and we're going to thin it down enough so that when we drink it with our straw here, I got myself a mason jar and a glass straw, I can drink it right up and have it gone by the time I get to where I got to start working. I don't want to let it sit there while I'm working. It'll just turn into nothing. I'll never get a drink. So, bananas. This is the way you want your bananas to look before you put them in the freezer. They got spots all over them. The tops of the bananas are pretty much black on the top. These are not ridiculously ripe, but these are what I would consider perfect for the average smoothie. If they're a little darker and a lot more browner, then they would be perfect for making ice cream, because they'll be super sweet. But this banana, this group of bananas here, I know some people think these look bad, I gotta throw them away. These are perfect bananas. So I'm not going to use these. I'm going to set them to the side because I already have frozen bananas. I'll freeze these later tonight when I come home. I'll put these in the refrigerator. These is a pile of frozen bananas. They're hard frozen. I break them in half. I put them in a big 1-gallon plastic bag. I can fill the bag up as many times as I want. This is obviously it's plastic, probably non-recyclable, but we do the best we can every day. So what I do here is I'm going to need at least one banana, which would be 2 halves. I'm going to probably, I'm just going to use 2 halves. Here's what we'll do. So it's just for me. I'm not sharing with anybody. So first thing I'll do, take the lid off my Vitamix. My Vitamix blender is a Professional Series 750. When I researched this 5, 6, 7 years ago, whenever, I don't remember, when I bought this, it was ridiculously expensive for my budget. But I got it, and I think it's gold. I think it's gold. I think it was the best thing I could have done. I researched it. It also comes with like some other things, but you know, in the box, like little stir sticks and stuff like that. But it has a plunger. A plunger is a big, big, big benefit because when it sucks a little air, then you got to stop and shake it and get the bubble out. This thing you can stick down in there and move it, and you don't have to waste time with all that air bubble getting in the bottom of your blender. One way to stop the air bubble is just to add a little bit more milk fast. It dilutes it faster, and then it doesn't get that air bubble. So, this is a Vitamix Professional Series 750. The cost of one of these today, brand new from Vitamix, is probably around $569 plus tax, shipping, all that other stuff. So you might as well figure $600. I'm sure you can find one used someplace. But anyway, that's what I have. So what I do, I'm take one of these frozen bananas here. They're all frozen together. I had to break one off. So I put 2 half of bananas in there. Now, I'm going to do blueberry. One thing I don't like is that they go through the trouble of selling organic blueberries. They put them in a stinking bag. It ain't recyclable. I hate that, but I'm doing the best I can. So put some blueberries in there. Don't matter how many you put in there. Just some in there. Next thing I'm going to do, now this is organic vanilla extract. It's expensive. Like this bottle is probably like $10.97 for this little bottle. It goes a long way because it only takes a trickle. And so I'm going to put a trickle of this in there. Just a trickle. That's all it takes. Just a trickle. If you use non-organic vanilla, you're not getting vanilla. I don't know what the stuff is in those imitation vanilla bottles. But the point is that if you're going from eating donuts and coffee to making a banana smoothie, and you want this flavor, buy the cheap vanilla extract, imitation vanilla extract. Use that. Once you get your regiment put together and you start changing your lifestyle a little more, then maybe you can move up to the expensive organic stuff. Anything you get, don't have to be organic the first day. Just start yourself on a new path. Start yourself on a new habit. Worry about, updating yourself to organic later. All right. So now I got the bananas, I got the blueberries, I got some vanilla. This is almond milk, cheap almond milk, unflavored. It's original flavor, doesn't have any vanilla flavoring or anything. I'm going to add that in there. Just enough to almost get up to the top, covering it up some. We'll give that a try here once. This is going to get noisy when I turn my blender on, but you'll have to suffer with me. Top off here, stick it in my sink. Okay, so what I did is I blended this until it was just going around making a little funnel in there. If it started to build air bubbles or something, get too much like ice cream, and you can't suck it through your straw, it's a pain in the butt. Also, when you buy these glass straws, they have tiny little ones. You can't use those for smoothies. It just, you get a headache trying to suck that hard. So you got to get the big ones so that you have a big hole there for your smoothie to come up through. The reason we buy the straws is so they don't end up in the landfill or in the ocean and hurt the turtles. So I'm going to take my lid over here, throw it over here. I like to use these mason jars because of the capacity. Make your smoothie. I'll probably pour this on the floor here by accident, but I'll do the best I can. Yep, going everywhere there. I'll do it over the sink here, 1 second. trying to make a big mess over there. Wipe it down a little bit. So now I got a blueberry smoothie. These are organic blueberries. Technically speaking, this is all you need for breakfast. There's more nutrition in here for breakfast than there is if you sit down and you eat eggs and bacon and crap, stuff I don't eat. I'm an ethical vegan, I don't eat that junk. But your body gets taxed by that crap, you end up sick. You just have this for breakfast, you'll be 10 times better than you are if you're having anything else. You know, if you sit down and eat a Snickers bar and a can of soda for breakfast, that's not good for you. So if you get on a regiment like this, you'll find yourself being a lot healthier down the road. Couple tips. You can put bananas in there, you can add your almond milk in there, you can add a pack of your favorite oatmeal, like this is maple nut. If you add that, you're going to have like an oatmeal maple nut flavored smoothie. The blender will blend up your oatmeal so fine that you're having your oatmeal and your banana smoothie on your drive to work in the morning. Wow, that's awesome. Here, you can add a little flaxseed in there. This is a hemp seed, flax hemp seed. It's a blend. So you can add hemp seeds, you can add flaxseed. Anything you put in there, that blender is going to get rid of it for you and make it all, you know, it'll just turn into a smoothie. Yesterday I had leftover, I had one of those little containers of chopped up fruit like people bring to a party. It's got grapes and watermelon and cantaloupe, things like that. Well, I made my smoothie yesterday, and I went to the refrigerator and I got the little leftover out that I didn't have opportunity to eat. I dumped that in there. Well, when I dumped that in there, the flavor of that watermelon and those grapes and my smoothie, oh my goodness, I was in heaven driving and having that. It was wonderful. This is almond creamer. Put it in our milk. This stuff's really good too. It's high in sugar. It ain't great for you. Drink as little as you can. But if you make yourself, if you have nothing else but bananas and milk, no fruit, the banana is a fruit, you can just add a little bit of this almond creamer to it, and wow, you're going to have, instead of having your flavored coffee in the morning, you'll have this almond creamer flavored banana smoothie, and that's awesome too. It's all awesome. You'll blow your mind when you start doing this, how good you can do. Now this bag over here, this tropical blend, that's got pineapple in it. So for example, if you got pineapple left over, or you want to freeze up some pineapple, if you put bananas and just pineapple in there, that's fantastic. It's all fantastic. So you can put anything in there you want. You can have a grape smoothie. You can add apples to it, whatever. This Vitamix will blend it all up, and if you have the frozen fruit in there, it's going to turn it into a smoothie. Last little tip I got for you is, as soon as you're done making this in the morning, you got to blow out the door and go to work. You want to clean up fast. I have this brush. Now this brush was originally manufactured to clean out the pipelines at a dairy barn. They milk the cows. They got all these stainless steel pipes and everything. So after they milk the cows, they got to clean everything up for the evening milking. This brush is about $14, and you can buy them anywhere online. It's a pipeline brush. And this thing is just perfect. Scrub out the inside of your blender jug there real fast. You can, after you go to work and you let your smoothie thing sit in the car all day long or sit on your desk at work, you didn't rinse it out, your straw's bad, your smoothie all kind of turned into concrete on the inside of your jar there. Just throw a little soap and hot water in there, you take this thing in there and twist it all around, you'll clean this jar right out. This is the best $14 ever right here, this big brush. It looks tremendous. It's huge, but it works fantastic. This works on all kinds of things in your house. Coffee cups and everything. You leave your coffee cup set and get a little ugliness in the bottom of it. It'll clean it right out. All right, I gave you an earful. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.